This is the story of how my partner and I grew a YouTube channel to over 100,000 subscribers and over 67 million views in under 100 days, and how it all ultimately failed. To understand why it failed, we'll have to define what success looked like for us. You see, we were trying to create a business which will bring in a couple of extra $1,000 each month and which will require minimum work on our side once the initial setup is complete. So with such numbers of over 100,000 subscribers and over 67 million views, how could it be that we failed? Nowadays, everyone is telling you to create a faceless YouTube channel, but let me tell you, it's not a walk in the park. So let's roll back 1 year ago and see how it actually started. So 1 year ago, my partner and I, we both had businesses in the video editing and animation spheres. We were looking to leverage our skills and knowledge, diversify our income, and hopefully create a business which would run automatically. Back then, YouTube just announced that it is going to start monetizing YouTube Shorts by playing ads on them. Before there were ads on Shorts, there was only the YouTube Creators Fund, which paid the top Shorts creators on the platform, an amount which YouTube decided each month. But once we heard that YouTube is going to monetize Shorts with ads, we were like, we can probably make a couple of those. So, how did we come up with the idea? My partner found a channel which is called Gabe Sweats. Back at the time, it was posting all sorts of short content about general interesting facts. For example, the oldest woman in the world or the man who never touched a woman. He was getting millions of views on each short that he was posting. Seeing that, we thought, we could probably do something like that. So, that's how Think, Grow, Successful was born. With this idea in hand, we started by checking the production costs. Each video had 3 components. The first one being the research and script writing, the second one was the video editing, and the third one was the voiceover. After doing a little bit of research and finding the right people, we arrived at a total production cost of $70 per video. But these $70 were not split equally between the 3 parts that I just mentioned. We put an emphasis on video editing because we wanted the videos to be as engaging as possible, to have a lot of animations and graphics pop on screen, to keep viewers engaged and interested. With that, we started working on our creative process. We already had a channel we knew we wanted to model, Gabe Sweats. Now we started looking at the top performing videos on the channel and identify a pattern among them. After that, we were looking for topics that were not covered yet that could fit into a similar pattern. We used vidIQ extensively to optimize the titles, video description, and tags for each of our videos. We also used the idea generation feature on vidIQ to help us generate more and more ideas. Ultimately, vidIQ helped us a lot in the success of the channel. The last crucial part to each of our videos was the hook. Gabe Sweats would place a hook at the beginning of each video, which would be an interesting question or statement to which he would reveal the answer only by the end of the video, ensuring maximum watch time. For example, the most successful video on our channel began by saying, "The tallest man ever record will never be broken, let me explain." This created a lot of curiosity and we would only reveal the answer by the end of the video, again ensuring maximum watch time. With all of that knowledge, we got to work. We created 113 shorts and we were posting 4 to 5 shorts each and every week, resulting in a total bill of around $8,000. But how much did you earn from all of that, you might ask? I know that this is the most interesting part for you. So here are some of the numbers behind the scenes. In our first 100 days, we reached over 100,000 subscribers. We got close to 68 million views. In total, we received over 120 million views, but in the first 100, closer to 68 million. Google AdSense paid us $2,658, but that's not including the Creators Fund, which paid us an additional $3,733, resulting in a total around $6,400. Since we stopped constantly uploading content, in around January we got an additional $2,000, resulting in a total of around $8,400. As you remember, our cost of production was around $8,000. According to YouTube, our lifetime RPM was 0.02, meaning for every 1,000 views we got 2 cents. Looking at our current YouTube analytics, you can see that our RPM nowadays stands at around 9 cents, which means that for every 1,000 views we get 9 cents. Not a very good get-rich-quick strategy if you ask me. So now, when you know all of our numbers, let me share some of our initial assumptions going into this whole experiment. We speculated that we could earn 20 to 40% of what long-form content earns on the platform. If you take an average RPM of $5, we were hoping to get around $1 to $2 per thousand views for our short content, which if applied to the numbers of views that we really got, would result in around $70,000 to $140,000, which I wish was the case. Another assumption we had that once we have the audience, we will know how to monetize it. But again, it turned out not to be the case, and we had absolutely no strategy of monetizing this massive audience that we were able to accumulate so quickly. Before starting this whole project, we were looking at Social Blade to get some inspiration and an idea of how much we could be earning potentially besides our speculation. Social Blade was very misleading for us. If you look at our Social Blade profile right now, you'll see that it estimates that we are earning from $500 per month up to $5,000 a month. But our last paycheck from Google AdSense was for $144.13. Again, not even close to the numbers that Social Blade estimates. After just 2 months of starting the project, we received our first payment from the Creators Fund, which was $2,100. With that in our hand, we felt very confident moving forward, but this amount unfortunately never repeated itself. With all of that, you can see that our channel was barely breaking even. After putting in a lot of work, we decided to shut it down, take all of the lessons learned from it and apply it to our next ventures, one of them being Project Growth, which you are watching right now. One of the lessons we learned on this journey is that it is very hard to create a meaningful connection with your audience using a faceless YouTube channel, especially one that focuses on short content which don't really bring a lot of value to the viewer. If you do decide to create such a channel for yourself, I would highly recommend trying to lower the production cost for each video. And another vital mistake we made, and I mentioned it earlier, is that we didn't think about how we are going to monetize our audience once we actually get it. On this channel, Project Growth, we are trying to provide as much value as we can for our audience. We are putting a lot of effort into each and every video we produce. We are focusing on research, script writing, and actually shooting the video. So this concludes our Think, Grow, Successful Odyssey. We are very happy that we had this experience, but it's time to move on. If you like this video, please like it and leave a comment down below. And if you want to join our new journey, consider subscribing to this channel. And don't forget to keep growing.